For the second example, I'm going to use a survey at lunch that was asked of students that were boys and girls and whether they usually drink water, soda, or lemonade. And as you can see, this particular table is almost all filled out. We just have to do the totals. So again, if I add up 45, 50, and 42, I would get 137. 32 plus 38 plus 32 would be 102. And then if I add up all three of these numbers, I would get 239. I should also get 239, which you can clearly see if I add these two together. So if I look at my marginal frequency, which we talked about in the last example, that's what the sum of my columns and my rows. So out of all the boys and girls, 77 typically drink water. Soda is by boys and girls is 88 total, and lemonade drinkers are 74. Of all the boys in the survey, there were 137 that were asked questions, and the girls are 102. Now, again, to do a relative frequency table, what we're going to do is take the boys, 45 out of 137 regularly drink water. So if I do 45 divided by 137, I'm going to get 32.8% rounded. Now I do the same thing for soda. So 50 divided by 137 would give me 36.5%. If I do 42 divided by 137, I should get 30.7%. And when I add up all those percentages, it should add up to 100%. I'm going to do the same thing for girls. If I do 32 divided by 102, I'm going to get 31.4%. 38 divided by 102 is about 37.2%. And then again, 32 divided by 102 would also be 31.4%. And again, same thing for girls. When I add this all up, I get 100%. Now, as we talked about with association, if you look at the two numbers side by side, if there's a big difference and there's an association, these are really close together. There's not much difference at all. So there's a really weak or no association between whether a boy or girl will drink water versus soda versus lemonade. They're all have equal chance of that happening. So there's no discrepancy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions that go along with these. What I want to point out to you is the first couple of questions are just talking about boys and girls, where later on they talk about percentage of students, which means the whole group in the survey. So if we look at what percent of the boys regularly drink water, that's one of the reasons why we can do a relative frequency table, because we can just look right here. The boys that regularly drink water is 32.8%. Also, because we're talking about just boys, we're only going to look at the number of boys and what they drink for water. We're not going to look at the total. It's just same thing for girls. So we're going to look at girls, 32 out of 102, which we already did, which would be 31.4%. Again, what percent of girls regularly drink soda? Because it's talking about girls, we can just look at girls and soda, and that would be 37.2%. Same thing, again, just boys that regularly drink soda, that's going to be 36.5%. And now, again, this one's different because I'm talking about what percent of students regularly drink water. So we have 77 regularly drink water out of 239. So I would go 77 divided by 239, which is going to be about 32.2%, almost a third. And then what is a percent of students? Again, all the students that regularly drink soda. So this time it's 88 out of 239. So we would expect to have about 36.8% of the students in the survey regularly drink soda. So again, the importance of comparing two things that were in the same survey, what they drank and if they were a boy or a girl, and you can see individual versus total. And in all these cases, it looks like we get 30%, quite a bit, in regards to what they're drinking for lunch.